Well, thank you very much, Kamo. May I acknowledge deputy ministers that are here. Deputy Minister Castle Matale, Deputy Minister Polibashelo. Let me also acknowledge the presence of the National Commissioner, General Fani Masimula, and the Head of Civilian Secretariat. I want to also acknowledge your presence here today, and we appreciate it. To all of you, members of the media, and also everybody else who may be attending this press briefing. I also acknowledge the presence of other police officers that are here, and Special Advisor, Spikoli, and other people that we work with. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. We are humbled and honored to have been given this enormous responsibility, the three of us at ministerial level. And of course, I would want to believe that General Masimula and his colleagues feel very particularly honored to be given this responsibility in the 7th administration in particular, to ensure the responsibility of ensuring the safety of South Africans. Now, Chapter 11 of the Constitution of the Republic outlines the mandate of the South African Police. It underscores our fundamental duty to ensure safety and security for all. We have spent the first week in office meeting with the executive management led by General Masimula, meeting provincial commissioners together with divisional heads of the South African Police Services. We have also done this to ensure that we have a broad understanding of the portfolio, including the challenges and opportunities, so that we can map out the priorities. In addition to meeting SAP's top brass, we have also benefited from briefings from the Directorate of Priority Crime Investigation, the Hawks, the Independent Police Investigative Directorate, IPID, the Private Security Industry Regulatory Authority, CIRA, and the Civilian Secretariat to the Police Services. We have also noted and appreciate the statements issued by various organizations and institutions within the security arena, offering recommendations, advices, and how together we can take the fight against crime forward and build safer communities and a safer South Africa. Engagements with the Portfolio Committee on Police and the National Assembly has been invaluable and presented helpful suggestions and comments. Members of the public have also expressed their views on radio, on television, on newspapers and digital media platforms, expressing their fears, expressing their hopes, and others expressing confidence, their expectations and support. We appreciate the comments and have taken them into consideration as we map the way forward. We would like at this stage to express our confidence to the National Commissioner, that is General Fani Masimula, and all other people that he works with, and in particular the National Deputy Commissioners, including provincial commissioners. This expression of confidence comes from or flows from the briefings that they've exchanged with us, the responses to the questions that we have raised with them, the concerns where we needed to express concerns, how they responded to those concerns. It all has given us confidence that their leadership on their own, as far as police management is concerned, and we therefore take this opportunity to express that. And we chose to do so here so that all of you are aware that we as ministry, we have full confidence, and also in his presence, that we have full confidence in your commission. We are cautious of this exercise as we do it, but we hope that they will continue to work hard and earn that confidence that we are giving to them. We will give the National Commissioner enough space to operate and to exercise his duties, whilst we exercise oversight and provide necessary leadership as ministry, as it will be necessary. Our initial observations and priorities. We will continue to interact with management of SAPS and various stakeholders, including unions within the portfolio, as part of our work. However, our observations following briefings in the recent past or in the recent week are as follows. 1, the crime levels in the country are on the increase and are intolerable. We need to act decisively and bring this situation under control. The levels and type of crime differ from one province to the other. We need to take this into account as we implement the integrated national crime prevention strategy. This scenario also requires that we think about what management system is needed overall within the police service, which will enable us to respond effectively to these serious challenges that we are facing. It is our view and understanding that tough measures may need to be taken to reduce crime where necessary. The leading crimes in the country currently are conduct crimes such as murders, rape, as well as hijackings and kidnappings for ransom payments, and the killing of women and children also continue to be cause for concern and serious concern at that, and warrants intensive action from law enforcement. It is for this reason that we are saying there are going to be definitely instances where we need to take tough action as we move forward. Our mission is clear. Our country must be safe for all citizens. People all over South Africa must be able to move around anytime without fear of marauding criminals. Gang violence, we have observed, is also on the rise. Noticeably in the Western Cape, the situation must be brought under control so that children in the Cape Flats, children in Khayelitsha and other areas are safe. We're also worried about parts of Nelson Mandela Bay, parts of Gauteng, where crime is relatively higher than elsewhere. And these situations, as we say, they are going to require our urgent attention. We literally want children to play free on the streets without being hit by stray bullets and any other related dangers. We take the issue of construction mafias in the country very seriously. This trend is associated with destructive activities which disrupt construction and infrastructure development, which our country urgently requires. Genuine quests for economic transformation can be handled through the correct channels and using existing policy prescripts without resorting to hijacking construction sites and using extortion to source business. This matter will continue to receive our urgent attention. On legislative amendments and policy, we will prioritize the amendments of the South African Police Services Act as it is outdated in relation to some aspects thereof that we have looked at. For instance, it still makes incorrect references to the 1993 interim constitution. We believe this is outdated and it needs to be brought to date. It needs to be in line with the modern day crime fighting and prevention demands. We will also finalize the national policy on policing so that we have a functional policy on policing. It must take into account provincial needs and dynamics and also provincial priorities. On professionalization of police, central to our strategy is the urgent need to professionalize SAPS and instill positive ethical values, patriotism, and understanding that the primary duty of a police officer is to always serve and protect the public. Uprooting corruption and removing corrupt police officers from SAPS will remain a top priority as we move on. Misconduct by SAPS members will not be tolerated, and action will be taken. We want to change the negative perceptions of our police officers. People must respect police officers. They must have confidence in them, and they must feel safe in their midst. Professionalism is also part of protection mechanism for themselves. If they act professionally, chances of them protecting themselves just by acting professionally are there and are larger than when they conduct themselves in an unprofessional way. Tools of trade and training. Our police officers need to work in a conducive environment. We are committed to ensuring that our police stations are well resourced. We have to provide the necessary tools and vehicles to serve our communities effectively. We have listened to a lot of presentations from police officers, especially those who are in provinces, via provincial commissioners, indicating some dilapidation of some of the police stations. This we need to act on urgently. So over the past 20 years, over 20,000 new police officers have been trained. We will strive to continue bolstering capacity and to enhance police training. Police officer must attend regular refresher courses to stay operationally ready. We will also strengthen some existing units within the police so that we provide for some of the crimes that are that we see growing in our country and require certain specialized attention. Now, on technology, criminals have become sophisticated over years, and old-fashioned crime fighting and detection methods will not succeed. Criminals must not be ahead of us. We must be ahead of them when it comes to technology, so that we are able to combat crime and prevent even the newest methods of criminal activities among them. At the moment, it's not the case, and we're worried about that. The integration of technology in police services is therefore crucial and urgent for enhancing the efficiency, effectiveness, and overall capability of law enforcement. We will prioritize the rollout of new technologies to detect and deter crimes. Advanced technologies such as data analytics, artificial intelligence, surveillance systems, and digital communication tools enable police to better predict, prevent, and respond to criminal activities. These tools provide officers with real-time information, improve decision-making, and facilitate faster, more accurate investigations. Technology also enhances transparency and accountability and fosters greater public trust. We will benchmark against other successful law enforcement agencies worldwide and endeavor to bring SAPS on par with the best in terms of technology and operational efficiency. On crime intelligence is the backbone of policing and will be an apex priority on our side. Robust crime intelligence capabilities are essential for maintaining public safety, reducing crime rates, and fostering a secure environment for communities. Certainly, our budget as it stands at the moment, just for this financial year, will need to be reviewed at some point when the first opportunity arises, so that we cater for increased capacity as far as crime intelligence is concerned. Firearms control. There are too many guns out there in our communities all over the Republic. Just people feeling that they must carry firearms all over, and thereby increasing danger to citizens that are law-abiding. And this is certainly contributing to the high levels of murders in the country. Now, we are intensifying our efforts to remove illegal firearms from our streets and ensuring improved gun control measures. In this regard, the private security industry legislation have had an engagement with the regulatory authority, as we have indicated above, and some areas of concern in this regard have been identified, and they've started working on those. But we're convinced that we need to be tighter, and we need to effectively control availability of guns in our society. Safety of our personnel. The safety of police officers is a priority. We condemn the attacks and killings of police officers, whether they are on or off duty. And we do want to send a warning out there that interfering or attacking any police officer is really the attack on the state. Police are among the only few officials that are mandated to protect all of us. Now, if you attack them, you must know you are launching an attack on the state. And therefore, you will be regarded and treated as such. Anyone who attacks a police officer is declaring war, as I've indicated, on the state and the people of South Africa. They are attacking the buffer between the citizens and criminals. And this will not be tolerated. Our hearts go out to those who have lost their loved ones in this line of duty or even off duty. Those who attack police officers will face the full might of the law. Building strong partnerships We cannot win the war against crime alone as government. We will partner with community policing forums. We will partner with the private sector, that is business in particular. But we'll also partner with the private security industry. We will partner with communities. We will partner with community-based organizations. We will partner with sectoral organizations such as those protecting the rights of women and children. Faith-based organizations, traditional councils, organized labor, and non-governmental organizations dedicated to the fight against crime. Working together, we will make progress towards making our country safer. And we stand here to invite all these organizations and more that we work together, and including some specific departments of government that we'll be working with. As I conclude, want to once more say, ladies and gentlemen, we will deliver our budget vote speech in the National Assembly tomorrow, on the 16th of July, where we shall outline the program of action for this year. We are convinced, working together, we can beat crime, create an environment to grow our economy and make South Africans feel safer in our townships, in our villages, in our suburbs, in our towns, cities, streets, and places of work. We have been receiving calls from all over, people pleading that we intervene in particular situations. And this includes in areas policed by some police stations where we think services need to be improved drastically, where cases disappear without a full explanation. We invite everyone, including yourselves, the media, to join us and work on this journey. Thank you very much.